We're back with another Whopper release to review, and today is the Maple Bourbon BBQ Whopper. I got that right here, and I'm surprised because it's in a box. Normally, Whoppers come in wrappers, and I guess it's just not a normal thing to see them in a box. So it's this. It makes it a little bit more fancy, a little more grandiose, maybe a little more exciting. I'm kind of excited because the last Whopper I got was that steakhouse one, and it was actually really bad. It was probably the worst Whopper I've ever had. So let's take a look at this Maple Bourbon BBQ Whopper. It's got candied maple bacon, it's got a maple bourbon barbecue sauce on it, crispy jalapenos, and cheese, and the Whopper patty. Ooh, look at this. Look at how nicely they wrapped it up and presented it. It almost reminds me of like a maybe like a Japanese burger, how they might present a burger in Japan, or maybe not. I don't know where else they do this, but it looks very nice. Look at that bun; it's glistening in the light. But let's take a look at the Whopper itself. But here's the Whopper. You can see the candied maple bacon, the crispy jalapeno strips, some cheese, and I guess that's not much else. Mine didn't have too much barbecue sauce on it, so I'm a little bit bummed about that. It's like one tiny squirt on here, but I wish I had like 5 times the amount. But there's that. It's very flat actually, without the thickness of the bun, but let's try it out. There's actually a good sweetness to the bacon. This tastes more like a Whopper that I would enjoy. And I guess I am enjoying it because there's a little bit of sweetness from the bacon. These crispy jalapeno strips are actually a little spicy. You can see like it's a little green. And those jalapeno strips are actually much better than what I had recently at the McDonald's hot honey menu. Because thinking about that one, the hot honey jalapeno crispy things that they put on their chicken sandwich, it's almost like I couldn't taste them. It was more for like texture. But these have both texture and spiciness to them. By the way, I had a couple fries in the car on the way home, and these were the freshest Burger King fries I've ever had. Like, I nearly burnt my mouth on them. But fresh Burger King fries are so much better than when they start to get a little soggy or just sitting out a little bit. Because when they sit out, they do get really soggy. But as for this burger, I think I would probably give it like a 7 out of 10. It's very solid. I think that it could be better with more sauce. It really needs more of it. Because I'm thinking that that's where most of the sweetness comes from, is the barbecue sauce. Because what I'm wanting is this patty to be drenched in barbecue sauce. And I feel like the ingredients would still stand up to the barbecue sauce, even with a lot of it. Ooh, that bite was really good. I finally got into one bite that had a lot of everything. There was like 3 stacks of bacon all right here layered on top of each other. The crispy jalapenos, and that one squirt of sauce. They actually made it onto it, and combined it tasted really good, but unfortunately there's just not enough of it. So like, if the best bite was just maybe a quarter size right in the middle, everything surrounding it is a little more dry and just not as exciting, because there is no perfect bite around the circumference. But this middle bite is like, it brings it up to maybe an 8 or a 9 on like execution of flavors and how well everything ties together. But I think it really just needs all of the ingredients together, because otherwise it kind of just tastes like a Whopper, or even more plain than a Whopper, because a Whopper would have lettuce, tomato, onion, and mayonnaise and ketchup. But without all the like good stuff that makes this what it actually is, it kind of just tastes like a cheeseburger patty, or just a plain cheeseburger without much else going on with it. So yeah, that'll wrap up this review. I'll keep it quick-ish for you guys, but it's definitely worth checking out. It's definitely worth checking out. I like that it's not as expensive as that steakhouse Whopper, because this one costs $8.09, and then that other Whopper cost, well, I think it was like 20 cents more, but I still took offense to that, how bad that steakhouse Whopper was, and I think that this one is better and it's cheaper. So there's that. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.